On the table, Scooby-Doo Imaginext.
Hey, it's been a while since we Imaginexted.
Yeah, it has been some time. Today we are looking at the Imaginext Transforming Mystery Machine, and a couple 2-packs, Daphne and Mr. Hyde, and one of my favorites, the Funland Robot, with Hiding Scooby-Doo. These sets are new for 2018. So far I have not seen too many around, finding these at Toys R Us, which won't be around themselves much longer. There should be several Scooby-Doo Imaginext offerings. Obviously the Mystery Machine would be one of the most important to look at. Let's go with it first.
Alright then, guys, come with me.
So we're starting off with the Transforming Mystery Machine open box design. Very typical of Imaginext, gives you a chance to kind of noodle around with it in package. Sometimes even testing out the special feature. Yeah! More on that soon. Lots of information going on the back of the box. What's so mysterious about the Mystery Machine? 1 minute it's a van on the way to the next exciting case. Then zoinks! It transforms into the headquarters for the Scooby-Doo gang to solve another mystery. Scooby can't seem to figure it out, but kids will have twice the fun with van and HQ in one. So yeah, this vehicle is both van and HQ. Scooby says enough room for the whole Scooby-Doo gang. There's a net launcher on top. This thing seems to want to do everything, but does it do everything well? Well, now let's remove from package and see what we have. And outside of the box with the Mystery Machine, Fred and Scooby. Let's look at Fred and Scooby up close first, see what they're all about. There they would be, Fred Jones. Hi! And a Scooby-Doo. Ruby Ruby Roo! I always like how Imaginext does their figures. I think they have the best of these small-sized figures going on for younger audiences. They also have a very distinct look to their characters' faces. Kind of cartoony, but still pretty well done. And the figures have plenty of articulation and good grip to keep one entertained for quite a while. Thank you for that demonstration, Fred. As for Scooby, a little bit larger than your typical Imaginext figure, and a little bit larger than Fred, not exactly to cartoon scale, but I think it is a good working size for a good Scooby-Doo toy. Scooby has articulation with his front legs, and his back legs, although his tail seems to be in the way. Oh wait, I think there's some articulation on that tail too. There we go. Oh, Scooby. Good job, Scooby. Moving forward to the main toy, the Mystery Machine, in groovy aqua green, looking to be quite the most crazy of vehicles. I would say they captured the outside details of the Mystery Machine pretty well. It does look like the iconic ghost-chasing van, although some details are left out like the painted flower wheels, and some details seem to be overdone with the various vents and maybe too many seams. However, those are going to go right into the action feature, which I guess we should see now. So Fred, could you get that going for us? Why sure, I would love to help. Seem to misplaced my step stool. Yeah, that is one detail to note. The Mystery Machine is huge, making Fred look like a small infant. I guess that's all to enhance the headquarters inside. Hey Scooby, how about you help Fred out? Okay. Thanks, Scoobs. Okay, so Fred has finally reached the top of the Mystery Machine, and he's standing on one of those classic red Imaginext rotation stands, which we know then will implement some sort of crazy action feature. With this rotational pad, if Fred were to turn to the right, the Mystery Machine should open up into a giant headquarters. Let's give it a try, Fred. You got it! Whoa! Pretty neat, huh? That opens up quite tall, doesn't it? How do we get inside? By this panel, of course. Huh, nicely done. Okay, so what do we have going on inside here? Looks like we have a main central computer in green, with a map on the center. That's gotta help do some tornado chasing or ghost hunting. We have only one front seat to drive the van, but we have a few various other locations to place figures in the center here. We also have an orange jail in the back to hold villains in. I see various weapons ports. There's one here, and two up on top for this net launcher weapon, which when fired, shoots a net that can capture an Imaginext character. It looks like there is enough room for the whole Scooby gang. You might have to leave someone on the roof and maybe someone on a side panel. It's a little crowded in there, and I'm not exactly sure how practical this headquarters would be. It has me thinking back in the day when Imaginext was first introduced, vehicles were a little more practical. I think I almost would prefer not this crazy headquarters hinged theme going on, and just a regular old van toy with a back I could open up and maybe something I could take out and capture a ghost with. I think they overkilled it with this one. Let's get Fred in the driver's seat and recollapse the van down. See how easy that goes. I think we'll flip this door up first, and then it says just press down. At least that feature functions really well. And I think it should hold once you're latched in place. Although I do see some panels and seams starting to open just a tad. Feels like it's a pretty solid feature though. Again though, how cool would it have been though to have an opening back here, lift open, have a couple small capture devices, and have a front cab system that would hold Fred, Daphne, and Velma up front, and you could have Scooby and Shaggy sit in the back. I'm so old school with toys sometimes, I want to see them more simplified than going overboard. And that seemed to be the way Imaginext used to do things. Now they always have to implement some really crazy action feature that goes overboard. Don't even get me started with the Teen Titans headquarters. However, this mystery machine is still a pretty cool ride, and I think it will give you hours of enjoyable fun. Hop on board, Scooby, and let's go on to the other figures.
Okay.
Let's go with Daphne and the Ghost of Mr. Hyde first, a nice looking 2-pack. On the back of the box, you can see a little better image collection of what is coming out. The largest playset in the back with the Haunted Ghost Town and a Minor 49er looks to be quite the elaborate set. And then over on the left I see Shaggy in a small hot dog car. I don't know if I would trust Shaggy working at a hot dog car, he would probably just eat everything. I see a nice swamp boat set and also a nice snow monster set. Looks to be a good assortment of stuff based off the original Scooby-Doo Where Are You series. As for this pack, imagine what's next. What does a ghost want with jewels anyway? Daphne and the Scooby-Doo gang are investigating jewel robberies by the Ghost of Hyde, but all the clues they're following lead them to Dr. Jekyll. Kids will love recreating this mystery and discover where the jewels are hiding. It's funny, I just randomly watched the season 2 episode over Easter. Yes, we watched Scooby-Doo on Easter. It was a great classic episode. Nothing beats the originals, but some of the newer ones are fun too. Let's open this one up. And outside of the package with Daphne,
Hi!
the Ghost of Mr. Hyde, and some jewels for him to steal.
Hey, give those back!
No! I love how goofy looking the original ghosts look, and the Ghost of Mr. Hyde was certainly a more goofy looking one. I especially like that little hat he's wearing. Let's see if Dr. Jekyll is underneath that mask. And sure enough, he is. And I believe that's pretty accurate to what he kind of looked like. And I would have got away with it if it wasn't for this review. Sure. I always prefer the original premise of Scooby-Doo with the ghosts being actual people and not real ghosts or monsters. Any producer who would do otherwise just doesn't understand Scooby-Doo. So how is that vitamin formula going on, Dr. Jekyll?
It ain't going. Now excuse me.
Dr. Jekyll,
Yes?
leave the jewels.
Darn. Almost had them.
Oh, those are quite pretty! Ah!
The Indoraptor! Well, I guess it's only fair that the Indoraptor would drop in on this video. Dr. Jekyll,
What?
leave the costume. Next up, to take a look at Imaginext Hiding Scooby-Doo and Funland Robot. Easily a top 3 ghost of the original series. On the back of the box, a quick bio to catch you up to speed. Imagine what's next. Why is Scooby-Doo hiding in a trash can? Because everything in the theme park is mysteriously running by itself. But that's not all that sends Scooby running. A mysterious robot is chasing him. Kids will love recreating this favorite Scooby-Doo adventure or creating new adventures on their own. I might have to rewatch the episode again. I thought Scooby was in a barrel, but a trash can will do. Let's open up. So there we go with hiding Scooby-Doo and Charlie the Funland Robot. Charlie looking pretty good. I don't believe his central torso is pink in the cartoon. I believe he's all blue, but I kind of like the pink on it for some reason. Gives him more of a Funland type of theme park attraction look versus just a blue robot. Then there's Scooby-Doo hiding in that trash can. Pretty good trash can piece. Looks like to activate we are going to press in that Imaginext red eye button. And there Scooby pops out. But still pretty hidden from view. And re-hide. I guess you could say Scooby is really limited in this toy, always hiding in a trash can. It's too bad they couldn't figure out how to keep a regular Scooby figure outside of the can that you could remove, and not have him so confined to the can. Looks like this figure pack is all about Charlie the Funland Robot, and that is okay. I would buy this pack for Charlie alone. I kind of wish instead of the giant set haunted ghost town, we were treated to Funland instead. Maybe if Scooby-Doo is popular enough, we will see that someday. Of course, these characters could always visit Gloveland. Okay, Scooby, I think the coast is clear.
Boo! Yikes!
And there's the Imaginext Scooby-Doo toys we saw today. Overall, I think these turned out delightfully well. Maybe a little bit complicated on the Mystery Machine part, but on the overall Imaginext themed Scooby-Doo character pieces, high praise. I'm for surely looking forward to collecting other sets and, of course, completing the gang. Looks like I'll need to find Velma and Shaggy still. I hope the series will be a success. I want to see even more ghosts like the Black Knight and the Indian Witch Doctor. For now, my next hunt will have to be Velma and the Snow Ghost. So with that, the mystery is on for finding more sets.
Boo! Breaks!
Scooby-Doo Imaginext arrives on store shelves spring 2018. The Mystery Machine retails approximately $25, and the 2 figure packs run approximately $7. If you're looking to get the gang back together for an epic mystery, for a clever good time and a clever price, Imaginext will be the solution. However, if the Ghost of Mr. Hyde teaming up with the Funland Robot is too much to bear, I think Scooby has left enough room in that trash can to hide with him. That's what I have to say about that.
The Mystery Machine has run over many squirrels in its travels. The Squirrel Ghost shall have its revenge. Thanks for watching Squirrel Stampede. Please like, share, subscribe.
Hurry, Pikachu! Hurry! The ghost is coming! No, don't go!